Hey guys, welcome back to app development. This week we went over a lot of things, but mainly I'm going to go over uploading files, timers, and generally images in Thunkable. So here I have the basic UI for a test app I've made. So what this app is planning to do is I'm going to have this start/stop timer, which will basically change my face from sad to happy every couple of seconds. And then I'll be able to allow the user to upload an image and save it to this image right here. To start, let's work on the timer functionality. So first, I'm going to go to the blocks and create a new timer. Let's just call this SID timer. I'll make it 2 seconds, loops, and not enabled. So for this, I'm going to create a couple app variables. This one's going to be app variable called isSidSad, and this is going to be false. And I'm going to create another app variable called isTimerOn, and also call it false. So whenever you click this, whenever you click this toggle timer button over here, it will turn on the timer or off the timer. So I'm just going to have basically an if statement. If the timer is on, do something, otherwise don't. So if the timer is on, then I'll just go down to the timer, call the stop function, and call the start function. And then set these variables again. So now let's set the timer to false here and true here. And then for whenever the timer fires, I'll have another one of these if statements. Except instead of the isTimerOn variable, I have the isSidSad variable. So if the SidSad variable is true, then I will set the image to happy, otherwise set it back to sad. So now, whenever I go to run this application, the image isn't changing. But when I click this start/stop timer button, it will change the image every couple of seconds. And now when I stop it again, it stops changing. Great. Now what we have to do is focus on editing this second image down here at the bottom. So for this, all you really have to do is check whenever this upload image button is clicked. And then just go to Files, get this photo from the photo library, and set the user image to this image. Now I can't really test this on Thunkable itself because there is no photo library. However, if you do run this on your own phone or device, it will work, and you'll be able to upload images to this image over here. Well, those are the basics of timers and files in Thunkable. For those of you who don't know, I really enjoy mountain biking. And this company right here, Yeti Cycles, makes really high-end mountain bikes. The only problem is they're pretty expensive. So one of the main ways they attract their users is with really nice UI. So this here is the page for one of their superbikes, the SB160. And if you just scroll through the website, you can see they put a lot of effort into making this really nice UI. If you just scroll through it, you have all of these nice animations. You have so much interactability with the website. You can click a lot of stuff. If I scroll down here, they have these sort of comparisons from previous bikes. They have scientific sort of graph thingies. It makes the user feel really confident about purchasing this. So just to quickly go over why this looks so nice, I'm just going to go over to this main bike overview page. This right here is a great example of one of the first aspects of accessibility, which is perceivability. All of these different icons are laid out in specific places so that the user understands what they do and that they're separate things. Like these little colored icons over here, they change the colors of the bike. If I click this drop down over here, I get this nice sort of menu. And of course, these are really expensive. If I click these little tabs, it takes me to all the different pages. And yeah, that's the main perceivability. Operability. Everything is interactable. If I want to touch something, it does something. This really helps the user think that you put a lot of effort into the website, and also just increases the user experience. It just feels really nice. And understandability, since all of these buttons are laid out in places that make sense, I understand what these do. Like if I click this, I think something will happen to do with bikes. I see all of these bikes, and they even have little new icons next to the newer bikes. And this website is really robust. If I scroll through it, all the animations play again. There aren't any main glitches, and it's just a really solid website. So if you ever need an example of a great UI, check out Yeti's website. Thank you for continuing with app development, and I hope you have a great day.